want to describe a project I'm doing on this 71 Corvette. And as you can see, I've got an oddball carburetor set up. That's because this car just dumps gas. When you press the gas pedal, it's like flushing the toilet. So in order to make this car more efficient, I'm following the footsteps of some other YouTubers, and I'm putting a ridiculously small carburetor on here, considering the size of the engine. Now this carb is stacked on a couple adapters that it's running, single barrel carb, running nicely actually, but the hood cannot close with this tall stack. So now I'm making a custom adapter to really put this idea through its paces. So here I am over at the workbench, and I'm just cutting out a sort of low profile adapter. The reason I don't just buy an adapter is because there's no such thing as a 4-barrel to 1-barrel adapter. And when you stack a couple, the stack grows taller and taller and taller, and then with a low hood clearance car like this, you just can't shut the hood. So we're gonna check it out when I finish the adapter and see how it works. All right, my adapter's all done, and I've been driving this thing, and I want to show you what it looks like first. All right, so let's do a cold start with this 1-barrel carb. Choke it a little bit. Just fired right up nicely. Here we are. Not full throttle. Anyways, sounds cool. Drives real good. I'm totally happy. So what it looks like is completely normal, which is what I wanted. I didn't want this to look like some weird science experiment. This is a cool car, and so, you know, it's important to be able to pop the hood and show people your cool V8 chromed out motor. So I can still do that. This nice 14-inch chrome air cleaner completely hides my sins underneath, and by sins I mean a really nasty looking adapter and oddball carb. So let's take a look. And here's a picture of the finished adapter, as well as a picture of the air cleaner adapter I had to make because neither of these items were readily available. No. Yeah. So I know it could look better, but here's the thing. This is about driving the car. This is not about how it looks, although how it looks is a thing, but this car gets significantly better fuel economy. Now, I can't say that definitively, but I'm just sort of saying it's got a 1-barrel. And the vacuum accessories work better. The tip-in, like the drivability in the city, which is I live in an urban area, it's more sort of has better driving manners, I'll say. Like, you know, imagine you're doing a K turn in the middle of the street and you gotta go forward or back or parallel parking. That 1-barrel, its low speed performance is great. Now you're probably wondering, what about the high speed performance? Well, I charged up a mile-long hill, and it's definitely down in horsepower, but it can still go as fast as you want to go on this old chassis. I mean, you know, there's only so fast you want to go in an old car like this, and it still burns rubber. It still has torque. It'll still smoke the back tires. This thing has, you know, a 4-speed in there, and if you want to, you can just roast the tires in this thing. So it didn't need the full 355 horse that this ZZ4 crate motor has. And to me, I just wanted better fuel economy, and I feel like the added sort of low-speed controllability, reduced fuel smell, and better operation of all my various vacuum components on this car was just a bonus. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm someone who's tried a lot of fuel systems. This is the carb I normally run in this car, and boy, this sucker really is great if you want to be like racing or something, but just for driving around the city, I just felt like it was consuming too much fuel. Here's one I didn't get to try because it was too tall. Here's the one that's on the car now. These are great. I gotta say, this is like $100. It's a very well-made, in my opinion, copy of the Holley 1904. So a lot of the sort of technology under this cover is the same stuff you'll find in here. So if you know Hollies, you'll understand how this works. I did fiddle with it a little bit. I'll show a quick clip of some of the stuff I did inside the one on the car. So I'm in the process of changing the air bleeds for the idle circuit, that one right down there, as well as the, here in the economizer block, the idle fuel restriction. And I've been using this soapy bubbles in a tube to sort of blow through different passages and identify what goes where. And then here's the one that sort of inspired me, you know, a lawnmower carb, or in this case a moped carb. I thought this would be a great thing to try, just sort of as a joke. I never did try this, and I might still test this out, but you know, this would require some fuel system modification. This is meant for a gravity feed fuel system, and it also has a sort of different type of throttle cable arrangement. It'd take a little doing to get this to operate on a, you know, on a car, whereas this one, it really wasn't that hard to adapt this to my car. And I'd say I made that adapter in about an afternoon, and I'm really pleased with it. So I could highly recommend, if you're looking to improve the fuel economy of your classic car, and you don't want to go electric conversion for the better part of $100,000, and you don't want to do Holly Sniper for, you know, another few thousand. And I do have a Holly Sniper, and I have installed a few Holly Snipers on a few cars, so I have experience with that. I've done the tuning on it. You know, I've tried that. This, you know, for what it costs and what it does, I'd say I could highly recommend this to anyone with an old car that wants to try something to sort of bring it into the modern era in terms of fuel consumption. So there you have it.